Okay, so eBay. This is my first item. So basically, I choose something I want to sell. It's a nice little SSD. Um, yeah. So I would have to get some real nice perspective and picture kind of things. I would want to pop it out and verify, and you would want a nice picture that can read the text. Um, so basically, with eBay, it is important to not spend it until you for sure have it. So if I put that up, which I will, then I expect that money is not mine until they give me positive feedback. Until if they do not give me positive feedback, then I'm like, oh my god, are they going to get angry and take it away? You know, so you want that. You want a presentable appearance. You want continuity on pictures. So, like, this is video, so it's not really going to go very well, and I don't want to touch it very much because it's fucking brand new, you know. But it's in packaging a little bit, you know. I don't want to break it. Anyway, I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch it too much. But basically, it's a very simple thing. I'll take a high def picture, multiple. I will explain all the details. I'll do all the research required in order to get it, and I will be accurate. So when they say, "Oh, what is this? Is there any reason why I should suspect they're wrong?" They don't see it because I did my research. You know, a lot of people, when they have a lot of volume going through their eBay stores and whatnot, they lose those specifics, and it makes people not trust them, and the price goes down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be very cautious when I start it, you know? Test everything. And if you can't test it, then you better book and be ready, you know, just in case. You know, I'll probably be popping out some of the babies. I can test all those. I can test all of those. So I know well if these work or not. This one I can't test anymore because I lost my monitor. So that sucks. So basically I bought this new, so I have to trust that it actually works. Oh man, the light doesn't really work that well. Anyway, I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still trying to work this out. Like, where is the light not so abrasive? You know, like, can I turn that off a little bit? Maybe turn that off a little bit. Maybe might be better. I can work with it. Oh baby. Or oh. uh, I anyway. I'll eventually get it. So I'll put these up. I will describe everything about them as best as I can. Be truthful. If you're going to sell on eBay, be truthful as you can. It doesn't matter what the condition is, just be truthful. Because then you're like, no, this is exactly what I'm selling. Then other people are like, oh, that's actually what it is. But if you're like, oh, it's so much better than that, you know, you're trying to make more money, you're trying to invest your time, you're trying to fuck with, don't cuss. You're trying to mess with them. It's not proper. That's what eBay is better than all the other ones. Because when you go to Craigslist, you say, "Oh yeah, it's made out of gold and it's silver." Well, I like silver too, but why did you tell me it was gold? You know, it's a big issue. So, I haven't done eBay in a long time. You know, it's been a while. I did a little post here or there, whatever, but basically, I want to get build up to the volume where people are like, oh, you know, why would he rip me off on this? Because he's already done that. You know, one, no, probably 5 and 10. Yeah, probably maybe 4 and 10. You'll get feedback. Most people don't care. You know, I don't care, but basically, this is my start. What I'll do is I'll be like, all right, I wouldn't mind posting all these hard drives, you know, maybe get a little bit of box, you know, put it in the background of a box of hard drives, like, oh yeah, I got plenty. Why would I mess with you on that one? But give a warranty 30 days, 14 days minimum. Give a warranty. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, money back. Just send it back. And about 5% to 2% will just send it back. And then 1% will just be like, I'm not going to send it back, but I'm still going to fucking try to, sorry. I'm still going to try to take that money from you. Like, they'll keep it, but they'll want a refund. I'm like, no, just send it back. And then they'll be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, that's BS. But you have to expect a loss. You have to expect a buffer of annoying people. But those people won't be on eBay for very long. That's the best part about eBay. Craigslist, they just keep coming back. eBay, oh yeah, you're not going to have an account for very long. It's fun. So you have to make sure when you sell something, ship it within 3 days of payment. Ship it within 3 days if they pay within 3 days. Else, ship it as soon as you can. Make sure you get the payment first. Try to keep track of your records. But it's very important. You cannot mess up with eBay. If you mess up, you will be crippled. I've done it over and over and over again. I went from $600 to $10,000 in 3 months. Like, it's very specific. You have to be professional. That's giving 80% every day. So, in this situation, I'm like, well, I haven't done eBay in a while. Here's $50. I don't know, it might be 40 now, it might be 100. I don't remember. There's a 2 terabyte in here somewhere. I don't remember. Let's say there's a 2 terabyte. I know there's a 500 and maybe a $20 here, $40 here, $30, $10 here, maybe a couple $10. I'm not sure if I'm going to group some of them, or maybe, why would somebody get this? If they want a laptop hard drive, they probably only need one, unless they need like 20. And if they need 20 and you only got this, don't worry about it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put up this guy, because I could bet my bottom fucking dollar that this is going to work. And if it doesn't, I'm willing to pay for it. 100%. Because this is fucking brand... Cussing. Don't cuss, Tyler. Don't cuss. I'll work on that. I'm working on that. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying. I would say, hey, how about like, if, let's say that's like selling for 100. I don't remember, but let's say it's selling for 100. I will post it as, I do about 50 to 60. Whatever I want out of it, that's my lowest. That's what it starts at. And then, auction. Buy it now, 3/4 of generally 3/4 of what I think would be the top dollar. And then I'm gonna put, let's say, a 2 terabyte up to, that'd look good. Maybe a 500, maybe a day later, put a few down, and then I can start and be like, oh, that's something a lot of people want. And then there's some good stuff, and then there's some more good stuff. And then that's basically my intro. Because if I put up 20 things, then it's not appropriate, because I'm not used to it. Like, once you get in the groove of it, it's easier, but I can't start out too hardcore. One of the primary rules: don't start pro. Don't start professional. Start out like you are humble. Because if you try to bite off too much, you're not going to be able to swallow it. So, I think that's a reasonable eBay thing. PayPal, I love. You need PayPal. Connecting your bank account, and then kind of getting eBay and in PayPal interacting, and make sure you check eBay every day. If, like, from now on, basically, I'm going to be checking eBay every day, and if not, every other day. Because I want to see, did the guy pay for it? Did he pay for it? I want it. If he paid for it, I'm going to send it out as quickly as possible, you know? Because they're used to Amazon, ooh, next day service. Come on, like next day, that sucks. You know, for me. But you gotta be on it. You gotta be on the ball. You gotta be professional. Because if you're not, you're gonna get negative feedback, and you got 2 negative feedback per 100. That's actually a really high thing to aim for. You only get 2 negative feedback per 100. Else, if you do that, 2 negative feedback per 100, that means you can only sell 10 items a month. That means if I mess up, I can only sell the big things. And I don't have only big things. You know, imagine if you got like 150 uh, dildos or whatever. You know, they're like $10 each. Well, 10 times 10 is 100, so you just made $100 a month, and that's not going to be able to do it. You need to be professional, on the ball, and you need to make sure communication is one of your biggest concerns. Because you know, stuff happens. You know, you test it. If you test it, stuff doesn't happen so often, but sometimes it does. You need to be communicative, because they'll send, hey, it didn't work, and the next day they'll be like, hey, it didn't respond, and then the next day he'll be like, negative feedback.